Hey everybody, I finished watching Toy Story 5 recently, and wow, that is not a sentence that I was expecting to say in my lifetime. But, anyways, yes, I did watch Toy Story 5, and I have quite a few things to say about this movie. Now, if you guys have seen my past Pixar videos, you guys are well aware that I have been against this movie existing. I've always disagreed on the idea of a Toy Story 5 being a thing, especially with the past two endings that we got with 3 and 4. But, it's Disney. It's what they want, and it's what's going to bring money to them. But I did watch the movie, like I said, and surprise, surprise, I actually liked the movie. But even with that said, the movie still has its flaws, but I think people can still enjoy it for what it is and can appreciate it for what it does. Especially in this day and age where technology has taken over this generation with nothing but brain rot, doom scrolling, and AI garbage. I think the movie has a really good message as to how to handle technology instead of just simply saying, oh, technology bad, toy good. But let's talk about the film itself. So right off the bat, the movie makes it very clear that this is Jessie's movie, which I'm perfectly fine with, especially since she wasn't able to do anything in Toy Story 4, besides like pop the wheels off the RV and given Woody's badge. She's obviously the new leader in Bonnie's bedroom, and I think her character arc in this movie was done really well. I think her anxiety towards technology replacing her was handled very well, and her dealing with her past and facing that past was also handled extremely well. It didn't feel like it was forced on to be nostalgia. It actually felt like Jessie needs this in order to grow as a character, and I think it was handled extremely well. And speaking of technology, there's Lily Pad, who is the antagonist of this film, and I think she's a way better antagonist compared to Gabby Gabby from Toy Story 4. Her reasoning towards wanting to replace the toys and doing whatever she wants is understandable, especially when it comes to how Bonnie is treated by the other three girls that have the lily pads. They make fun of her because she still plays with her toys and she's out of touch. And I'm quite surprised to say this, but Bonnie was an actually interesting character, which is surprising because we don't really focus all that much on the human characters when it comes to this franchise, but Bonnie was like an actually interesting character. She's quirky and she still loves her toys and wants to fit in, but it's hard for her too, especially with how much technology has just taken over. I am honestly kind of shocked that they decided to do this. Like, this is actually something really cool to focus on an actual human character in this franchise, because we've never seen that before. Now, when it comes to classic characters like Woody and Buzz, I think they're great. I loved seeing them fight with one another, doing their subplot of saving Jessie. But I'm gonna be honest, I don't think Woody really needed to be in this movie. Take him out of the film, and I honestly don't think the story would have changed all that much. But whatever, it's not like it bothers me. And when it comes to Buzz, I think he was handled so much better compared to how he was in the last movie with that inner voice thing. I didn't like that. But I'm just glad that Buzz is back to his old self again and not dumb like in the last film. He actually acts like himself again. And I really like the relationship between him and Jessie. I think that works really well throughout the film, and he definitely serves a purpose in the story. Speaking of Buzz, there's this army of high-tech Buzz Lightyears, which I thought was going to ruin the pacing of the film, but I'm very thankful to say that they didn't. Although I do feel like that they were forced into the film, but at least they served a purpose near the end of the film. There were also these other three high-tech toys, one named Smarty Pants, which was a potty training device, probably the funniest character in the film. There was also another one named At Last that was this GPS shaped hippo device, and Snappy, which was this digital camera that would take photos and you could upload them to the web. They were obviously the older and forgotten type of technology. I think as to how they were able to contrast in terms of how much technology advances and how they were just forgotten pretty quickly. I think they were used in a really cool way, and I think that was an awesome way of showing off these characters. Now, if you were wanting to see the original toys come back in this film, I mean, they are in the movie, but they don't get that much screen time, and they get a few lines here and there, but that's kind of it. which is fine. It's not like if the movie was heavily focused on them, but it just goes to show off that there are just way too many toys at this point. But to be honest, it doesn't really bother me. Now, what are my overall thoughts on Toy Story 5? Well, I thought the story was justified for this movie's existence. I liked the characters. I thought the animation was beautiful as always when it comes to Pixar. And I thought that the message of the film was handled very well when it comes to it's better to socialize in person instead of always relying on the internet, and it's just best to maintain your attention from, technology. I think that was the most realistic way to give this message, because the truth is technology is a tool and we use it in our everyday lives. I mean, this video wouldn't even be possible without it, and I think that just saying that technology is bad is just very unrealistic and would just send a bad message in general. But yeah, the movie handles that very well when it comes to its message. And overall, I enjoyed the film far more than Toy Story 4. But it's not like it matters because Toy Story 2 is still the best movie in the series anyways. So to close off my thoughts, I liked the movie, but in terms of score, I'm not sure about that. I'm just going to say that I liked it. And I think that's fair, especially right now. Maybe if I watch it again, I'll give it a definitive score. But right now, I liked it. And I gotta say, I enjoyed both Toy Story 5 and Hoppoos a lot. This has been a good year for Pixar. So, yeah, I recommend that you guys go watch Toy Story 5. Let me know your thoughts on the film, if you liked it, or if you liked Hoppoos even more. But, yeah, so let me know what you guys thought about Toy Story 5. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye.